Well, this kit's starting to look like it's almost finished. So I shall show you how I got from the end of the last video to where we are now in this video. Roll credits. Well, we've been getting on with a little more assembly of the Roland. Bottom wings on, needs a bit of fettle in there. The rudder cables that you've not actually seen the video where I did that yet. This is going to be another video after that, so you'll have seen at some point how I achieved all this. But the next thing I was going to put on was these two radiators. Now if I pull you in nice and close, misses, you can see these kit parts basically look like a pair of house bricks. So what I'm going to do is, this is a little bit of brass mesh. I'm going to cut some of that up, stick that into the that section there, and make it look a little more like a radiator. And that's how easy it is. Put a bit of super glue in there, cut the mesh to shape, popped it in between the sort of edge there, let that go off. Once it's off, I'll cut it off, and there you have it. The other good part about what I'm doing is, I don't know if you can quite see that, but there are, on both sides of these, there are or were, focus, 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 focus is your friend. Yeah, there were two ejector pin marks, which this will hide, which is always nice. And once it's had a bit of a paint and a little bit of a wash, it'll look like a radiator should look. And there we have it. Ever so slightly more realistic radiators than the kit provided for what is fairly minimal effort. So once those I've just popped them in, they're just dry fitted at the minute. I'll get them out again, get them painted up, and job's a good one. It's more rigging. It's time to deal with the rigging on the wings. Right, as you can see, I have two lines that will terminate in the exact same place. And that same place is a pre-drilled hole right at the top of that strut. They're glued in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to feed them through off camera, because you don't want to see 20 minutes of me messing about trying to do that. Once I've done that, I'll basically fix it in place, like I did the other cables. It's just an attempt to show what happens when you have two cables that go to one place. It's as easy as doing one cable, if I'm honest, but I'll get that set up and we'll get right back. Right, I've had to do a bit of a rethink on this, because when I went to put it through the hole, I'd actually not drilled the hole correctly. It was very close to the corner of the tip and it's just snapped off, so there's no hole. So plan B, as you can see, I've got it in the snips, pulled it up just over the top of the strut there, which will be on pretty much where I want it. So what I'm going to do is give that a little dab of super glue. I did put some super glue on, but I'm not so sure if it's taken. Yeah, there's your problem. If I put that there, just so, the weight of that is enough to keep a little bit of tension, which is all I need. Quick blast of accelerator. I'll give it a minute and we should be okay. And then I'll simply repeat that process with the other wire I'm going to put through there. All the other holes do seem to be there, so they will be a little bit less fiddly than this. There's nothing like making the job harder for yourself, is there? But, so this is modelling, and we love it. Voicing over. As you can see, the line is fully set. I forgot to switch my microphone on, which is, if you're wondering. And as you saw there, the line is fully set. And what I'm about to do is take me super sharp X-Acto knife, trim the excess off, and that's it. That line is fixed and good. So the next thing I'm going to do is take that curly line that's that you can see sticking out the fuselage and put that in exactly the same place. So as you can see, this has been set up in exactly the same place. It's going to have a little drop of super glue on there, just to grab it. All good. A blast of accelerator, there we go, and leave it to set. As you can see, the super glue is now all set. I'm just about to trim off the excess, as I did with the other line you can see there. And when I've done that, as you can see, that line gets a bit saggy if I move that strut. The trick is with this line, you can apply a very gentle heat. If they do sag, they will tighten up. It's a real good trick that this fishing line does. As it happens, we were okay. Nothing got saggy, so I didn't really need to do anything. I do believe I've had some audio cut out on the last couple of segments. In a nutshell, what I was saying was, if this once I put the wing on, there's a faint possibility it shouldn't happen that could move slightly, and then I've got a saggy line. But this fishing line does have a trick up its sleeve if that does occur, but we'll see. Hopefully, obviously I won't have to do that, but if I do, I will show you. If not, I'll explain it. But let's cut that through. Lovely. And we are, what is that now? Yes, we've got one more line to fix on the wings, and then basically I can put the top wing on, which will be nice. And there we have it. That's one side finished. I just need to snip this off. Nice, and there we go. And we are done for one side. Right, I am ready to get the top wing on. What I've done just before I put it on was, bear with me, I just need to move a light. I've put, I'm not so sure you can see this at all, I've got two lines. Can you see that? There we go. Two lines that control the ailerons on either side. Thank you. Which, when the top wing is on, will go through a hole drilled there. I don't know if you can quite see that. Yeah, there you go. So I'll get that top wing on, get these cables through and connected, and then that'll be the bulk of the construction done. With some machine guns, gunners got going on the carriage. I don't know if you call it an undercarriage. The wheels need to go on there, and then there's another little bit of rigging that's to do with that, but that isn't too much. But yeah, it's going to start looking like a Roland when I get these wings on. So I'll stop rabbiting on, and I'll get that done, and I'll get right back to you. Well, as you can see, we've oh, excuse my throat, I'm a little bit croaky. We've moved on quite a bit from the last time. You saw this top wings on, well, I don't know if you should call that an undercarriage, but the wheels are on, and the wheel struts, and the tail skid. I may have made sort of a bit of a mistake in that I've not put the radiators in those slots. Probably should have done that before the top wing went on, because now it's going to be a little bit tricky to place them. It's doable, but it would be easier, obviously, without the top wing on. But hey ho, we live and learn. So what I'm going to get on and do now is flip her over, and the wheels aren't fully stuck on. Let's go take those off, right. And the aileron cables I'm going to bring down and put them through the hole, which in the bottom wing, which may be a bit of a 10-minute faff. So I'm going to cut this here, get that done, and then come right back to you. And there we have it, both lines connected in. I've got it chopped up on that bottle top, the wing. The snips, I've got the two lines as they come through, and it's lifted it up just enough so the actual weight of the snips is keeping them tight. So I'll get some glue on those, and that should be that then. Right, so this is all now set, and all I need to do is to remove these tails. And of course the focus won't help it. And there we go. And then just to repair that, all I'll need to do is put a little spot of black paint right in that corner, and maybe a bit of white, and that's it. It's completely invisible. I'm going to do exactly the same to the other side. I'll do that off camera, and then that'll be it. This kit will be fully rigged, and we can think about finishing off. Those wing crosses look a lot worse on camera than they actually do in real life, I'll have to say. Okay, here we are. This will be the last two lines I need to do, and they are going to be from there to there in a cross or an X. Now what I've actually done at the minute, this axle isn't fixed, so what I'm planning to do is tuck the line behind there, maybe around, out from there to that point there, around that, and then pull tight, and it should do what I need it to do. You could maybe drill holes to get that, but it's awkward. I've had to, and the problem is with these sorts of undercarriages, wheels, whatever you want to call them, you have to jiggle them about. So if you've already made pre-drilled holes, you can end up with the holes in slightly the wrong place, etc., etc. I always find it's best to get this on and then rig it, and then you know what you're rigging. So I'm going to get my first line around the axle. I'm ready to go. It would seem that I didn't video any much more of the lines going onto the undercarriage wheels. Still don't know what it is. I'm going to call it wheels. And basically I took a piece of this line, looped it around that, fixed it, and took it through there, looped it around that again, fixed it, same on both sides, and there we have it, the X lines that should be there. So that concludes the rigging on this kit, apart from there is a line I may put on the machine gun. The parabellums they used to use in the rear positions, for some reason, and I've got no idea why it was done, they seem to have a line from the middle of the magazine to the end of the barrel. Don't know what it's for, really. I might go and find out. If anyone out there knows, point it out in the comments, tell me. I'd love to know myself. And so that's where we are. I've done a little bit more fettling. I've painted up those vents in a metallic. I think they should be metal rather than the same colour as the fuselage. I've painted a sort of leather lining around the pilot's cockpit, and it does need a bit more fettling. I'm going to get the rear gunner in, get his gun in. I'm going to not going to use the kit guns. I've got some better stuff, but I'll probably show you that before when I do it. But that's basically rigging part 3 is concluded. And that's how easy it is to rig one of these biplanes. Because I would say, if we're going to be honest, this is a reasonably intermediate as a rigging job, because you've got your two bays to do, your nose lines, your aileron lines, and your undercarriage wheels line. There's lines, there's more than one, and of course the cables to the tail. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little journey with me. And the next time you see this, it should be me finishing it off, or I will finish it and just show off the entire finished kit. If you enjoyed the videos you've just watched, here's another video you might want to watch, a playlist you might want to watch also. And please don't forget to, if you have enjoyed it, leave me a like and maybe a subscribe. I would much appreciate it. Thank you very much, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye bye.